Have you ever felt like life is passing you by too quickly, leaving you exhausted and unfulfilled? You're not alone. Many of us find ourselves chasing after achievements, accumulating things, and trying to meet others' expectations, only to feel more lost in the process. But what if I told you that true happiness doesn't come from more possessions or busier schedules, but from something much simpler and more profound? In this video, I'll share 3 powerful, life-changing rules discovered by an elderly man who's lived through decades of wisdom. These aren't just everyday tips. These principles come from ancient Buddhist teachings, and they've helped countless people find peace, joy, and balance in their later years. You'll learn how slowing down can lead to greater success, why happiness can be found in life's smallest moments, and the powerful practice of gratitude that will transform how you see your world. If you're tired of feeling overwhelmed or disconnected from your true self, this video is exactly what you need. By the end, you'll understand how to live more mindfully, find deeper joy in everyday life, and embrace a sense of peace that doesn't depend on external circumstances. Stick with me, and let's unlock the secrets to a happier, more fulfilling life, starting right now. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. I want to share a story with you that profoundly touched my heart, one of those rare encounters in life that has the power to reshape the way you view the world. Not long ago, I found myself walking through a serene park. The golden hues of the setting sun painted the sky with shades of pink and orange, and the crisp autumn air wrapped around me like a soft, comforting blanket. As I walked, lost in the peacefulness of the moment, I spotted an elderly man sitting alone on a weathered bench under a large oak tree. There was something about him that immediately drew me in, the kind of presence that made you feel like you were standing in the presence of wisdom itself. His face was etched with the lines of age, each wrinkle telling a story, yet his eyes, those eyes, sparkled with quiet joy as if he knew a secret about life that the rest of us could only dream of understanding. This smile was a serene one that seemed to carry a deep knowing, a sense of peace that couldn't be shaken by the storms of life. It was the kind of smile that made me feel like I was witnessing something extraordinary, something beyond the ordinary experiences we all face. I felt an almost magnetic pull to him, as if I needed to hear whatever wisdom he was about to share. And so, with a gentle curiosity, I approached him, not knowing what I was hoping to hear, but feeling that there was something in this moment that was meant for me. As I sat down beside him, we began to talk, and what followed was a conversation that would leave me forever changed. His voice was soft, yet it carried a depth that spoke to the many years he had lived, the lessons he had learned, and the wisdom he had gained. He said to me, "I've lived a long life, and in that time, I've seen so much, experienced so much, but there was a time when I thought happiness was all about doing everything. Earning money, raising children, taking care of everyone around me. I believed that was what life was about, that those things would bring me fulfillment and happiness. But as the years have gone by, I've come to realize something far more profound. The most important thing, the thing that has brought me true peace, is not what I did for others or what I accumulated over the years. No, the most important thing is finding peace within myself." His words hung in the air, like a delicate thread of truth that wrapped itself around my heart. And then he shared with me something that I'll never forget. With a calm, knowing smile, he explained that he had discovered 3 simple rules, 3 principles that had transformed his life. These weren't just ordinary rules or cliches you might hear from self-help books. No, these were deeply rooted in ancient Buddhist teachings, a wisdom that had stood the test of time and had the power to change the way we approach life itself. As he spoke, I could feel the weight of his words sinking deep into my soul, resonating with something deep inside me. It felt like a long-forgotten part of me had been awakened, like I was hearing truths I had always known but had somehow forgotten along the way. These 3 simple rules, he told me, were the key to unlocking true happiness and peace. They weren't about chasing after fleeting pleasures or goals that never seemed to bring lasting fulfillment. No, these rules were about reconnecting with something deeper, something that lay beneath the surface of all our daily busyness and noise. They were about finding harmony within ourselves, about letting go of the constant striving and learning to simply be. It was at that moment that I realized how often we get lost in the chaos of life, forgetting that the most precious thing we can achieve is peace with ourselves, a peace that is independent of the world around us. But before I reveal these life-changing insights, I want to take a moment to ask you, do you ever feel like life is moving too fast? Like you're constantly running, trying to keep up with the demands of the world, losing yourself in the process? Do you find yourself exhausted by things that don't truly bring you joy or fulfillment? If so, you are not alone. So many of us feel like we're running a race we never agreed to, and I know from personal experience how draining that can be. That's why, on my Telegram channel, I share techniques and practices that can help you find balance, peace, and meaning, even in the most chaotic moments. If you're longing for that inner quiet, if you want to learn how to reconnect with the stillness inside you, I invite you to join me. The link to my channel is in the description below this video, and I would love to have you as part of this community. Now, let's dive into those 3 simple rules, the ones that have the power to transform your life, no matter your age. In our society, there's so much pressure to constantly be on the move, to exercise, to never stop, to always be striving for more. But the teachings I'm about to share with you are a reminder that true happiness doesn't come from endless action. It doesn't come from filling your days with more and more activity. No, it comes from finding balance, from living in harmony with yourself, from embracing the stillness that resides within you. If you're feeling tired, anxious, or uncertain about how to navigate this stage of life, if you're wondering how to make these years meaningful and fulfilling, then this video is for you. We won't be talking about the usual advice you've heard 1,000 times before. I'm not going to tell you to exercise more, eat better, or get more sleep, though those things are important too. What I'm offering today are deeper insights, ones that will help you feel better, more at peace, and truly happy, regardless of your age, your circumstances, or the challenges you face. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. These 3 principles are timeless and profound. They are not about doing more. They are about being more. Being more present, more mindful, more connected to your true self. In the hustle of daily life, we forget that our worth is not defined by what we accomplish but by the peace we find within. And as we grow older, it becomes even more important to nurture that inner peace, to let go of the distractions, and return to what truly matters. These 3 simple rules will show you how to do just that. How to live in harmony with yourself, no matter what age you are, no matter what life has thrown your way. So, are you ready to explore these life-changing rules? To discover the wisdom that has helped so many find peace and joy in their later years? I'm excited to share them with you, and I believe they will make a profound difference in your life, just as they have in mine. Stay tuned, and together, let's unlock the secrets to living a life of true happiness, no matter where you are on your journey. The first important thing to understand: slowing down does not mean stopping. Far from it, in fact. Slowing down is not a signal of defeat or surrender. It is an invitation to embrace a more mindful, deliberate way of being. It is a conscious, empowering choice to step away from the constant pressure of a fast-paced world and instead savor the richness of life at a pace that aligns with your true needs, desires, and wisdom. In our later years, as our bodies naturally require more rest and more time for reflection and rejuvenation, we often find ourselves caught in a battle between our physical need for respite and our mental desire to achieve, to push forward, to accomplish more. Yet, in this relentless pursuit of more, we forget that there is extraordinary power in embracing stillness, slowing our pace, and learning to live with intention. Buddhist teachings have long called for the importance of slowing down, not as an act of retreat or withdrawal, but as a deliberate practice that leads to greater clarity, focus, and achievement. It is a paradox, a deep wisdom. By slowing down, we can accomplish more. In the rush of everyday life, we often fail to recognize the truth that our mind's ceaseless activity, the endless stream of thoughts, to-do lists, and worries, only serves to scatter our energy, leaving us drained and unfulfilled. But when we take the time to slow down, to focus fully on one task, one moment, we unlock a deeper level of engagement with the world around us. Whether we're preparing a simple meal, taking a leisurely walk in nature, or having a meaningful conversation with a loved one, when we permit ourselves to fully immerse ourselves in the experience, we not only enrich our lives but also create the space for real, lasting connection and fulfillment. We allow ourselves to be fully present, and in that presence, we find a sense of peace and purpose that transcends the chaos of a fast-moving world. Start small. Begin with something simple. A daily ritual that sets the tone for your entire day. Dedicate a few moments in the morning, perhaps before the sun rises or as it gently peeks through your window, to begin your day with calm and intention. As you sit with your tea or coffee, resist the pull of distractions. Let go of the urge to check your phone or flip on the television. Instead, allow yourself to experience this simple act of drinking your favorite beverage as a sacred moment. A moment for reflection, for awareness, for peace. As you sip, savor the warmth and aroma of the drink in your hands. Let the sensation of the liquid fill your senses. Gaze out the window, take in the gentle movement of the leaves, the soft rustle of nature's whispers. This is not merely rest. This is a deep, intentional practice of mindfulness that nourishes the soul, calms the mind, and improves your overall well-being. It is in these small moments of quiet reflection that the greatest transformations often occur. When we slow down, we permit ourselves to experience life fully, without the weight of constant striving, without the pressure of urgency. Ask yourself, at what pace are you truly living? If you find that you are always rushing from one thing to the next, never truly present in any moment, it may be time to pause and reflect. There is no race to run. There is no need to hurry through the days. This is a time in your life not of frantic pursuit, but of grounded wisdom. The beauty of aging is not found in how quickly we can run the race, but in how deeply we can experience each step along the way. Every moment offers an opportunity for deep reflection, connection, for joy. When you choose to slow down, you grant yourself the greatest gift, the gift of time. The gift to truly appreciate life, to savor each interaction, and to deepen your understanding of yourself and the world around you. So, take a breath. Pause. Let go of the relentless need to rush forward. Instead, give yourself the space to simply be. In doing so, you may discover that in slowing down, you actually move closer to everything you have been seeking all along. A life filled with presence, peace, and profound joy. Slowing down is not a loss. It is an awakening to a life fully lived. The second piece of advice is about learning to find joy in simple things. Buddhist teachings, which echo the timeless wisdom of ancient sages, remind us that true happiness is not something we need to chase after or achieve in the form of grand accomplishments or monumental milestones. No, happiness is found in the quiet, fleeting moments of our everyday existence. The moments we often overlook in our fast-paced, constantly striving lives. The notion that we must accumulate more health, more time, more money, or more status to be happy is a mirage, an illusion that only leads us further away from the peace and contentment we so desperately seek. In truth, happiness is already within our grasp. It is embedded in the fabric of our lives, waiting to be noticed, appreciated, and savored. To experience this profound shift in perspective, I invite you to take part in a simple yet powerful experiment. Each day, set aside a few quiet moments and deliberately seek out 3 instances that bring you a genuine sense of joy. These moments do not have to be grand, nor do they need to be complicated. Perhaps it's the sweetness of the food you eat, each bite rich with flavor and nourishment. It might be the soft, golden light of the sun shining through the window, warming your skin and filling you with a quiet sense of peace. Maybe it's a heartfelt conversation with a loved one, where the bond of connection transcends the words spoken and touches your heart in ways you can't quite explain. Whatever it is, take note of these moments, these tiny sparks of joy, and write them down. Why is this important? Because our minds are naturally predisposed to focus on what's wrong in our lives, to seek out and dwell on problems, worries, and the things that we feel are missing. It's so easy to become consumed by what isn't working or what we don't have. But this constant focus on negativity leaves little room for the quiet joys that are already present in our lives. By intentionally seeking out the positive, the beautiful, and the peaceful, we begin to shift our mental and emotional focus toward gratitude, toward abundance, toward the simple pleasures that make life worth living. This shift in perspective is incredibly powerful because it changes the very way we experience the world. When we train our minds to consciously search for joy, no matter how small, we begin to rewire our thinking, gradually transforming our perception of life itself. This practice of mindful appreciation helps us to see the richness of life that's already all around us. It teaches us that happiness does not have to be earned or pursued through external means. Rather, it exists quietly in the present moment, in the warmth of a smile, the feeling of a loved one's touch, or the stillness of a quiet evening spent alone with our thoughts. And when we make the time to recognize and savor these moments, we find that our hearts open wider, our spirits grow lighter, and a deep sense of peace begins to settle within us. This concept is at the very heart of Buddhist philosophy. Buddhists believe that life itself is a profound source of happiness, that the mere act of being alive, of breathing, of experiencing, of observing, is an endless wellspring of joy. When we learn to appreciate the small, the simple, and the ordinary, we begin to align ourselves with the natural rhythm of the universe. We stop grasping at fleeting desires and start embracing the beauty of the present moment, no matter how humble it may seem. Buddhists understand that happiness is not a destination but a way of living, a mindset that allows us to experience peace and fulfillment in even the most difficult times. When we truly learn to savor the present, to appreciate the beauty that resides in the smallest of things, we open ourselves up to a deeper, more profound joy. We start to see life not as a struggle or a race to the finish line, but as a gift to be cherished, moment by moment. The simple act of being present, of sitting quietly with a cup of tea, of watching the sunset, or of laughing with a friend, becomes a source of profound fulfillment. And in this quiet contentment, we find a peace that cannot be taken away by external circumstances, a peace that resides deep within us, waiting to be uncovered. In embracing this practice, we begin to experience a balance that brings us into harmony with ourselves and the world around us. We realize that happiness is not something we need to acquire, but something we can cultivate through our awareness, our own choices, and our deep connection with the present. The more we appreciate the simple joys of life, the more we become attuned to the truth that happiness is already within us, waiting patiently to be recognized. And when we come to this realization, we understand that the journey toward joy is not about adding more to our lives, but about opening our hearts and minds to the richness of what is already there. This is the essence of Buddhist wisdom: to embrace life as it is, to find peace in simplicity, and to cultivate a deep, lasting happiness that springs from within. The third piece of advice is the practice of gratitude. In the ancient and timeless wisdom of Buddhism, gratitude is not merely a pleasant feeling, but one of the most profound and powerful forms of spiritual practice that can guide us through the darkest of times. Gratitude has the extraordinary ability to shift the mind, heart, and spirit, helping us see the world through a lens of abundance, rather than lack. It opens our eyes to the countless blessings that already exist in our lives, often right in front of us, waiting to be acknowledged. By embracing this simple yet profound practice, we are reminded that we do not need to look far for joy or contentment. It is already within us, woven into the fabric of our everyday experiences. As we age, it becomes so easy to focus on what is missing, what we regret, or what might never come again. Thoughts of the past can weigh heavily on our hearts, and the uncertainty of the future can lead to deep anxiety. But when we make the conscious choice to practice gratitude, we begin to rewrite this narrative. We take a step away from what is lacking and open ourselves up to the rich abundance of what already is. Each evening, as the day draws to a close and the quiet of the night settles around us, take a moment to reflect. Before your head hits the pillow, pause and think of 3 things. Just 3 that you are truly grateful for. They need not be grand or extraordinary. The magic of gratitude often lies in the ordinary, the everyday miracles that we overlook in the rush of life. It could be the feeling of your breath filling your lungs, the warmth of your blanket, or the simple joy of a cup of tea shared with a friend. It could be the health that allows you to enjoy another day, or the love and support of family and friends who make you feel seen and cherished. It could even be the feeling of peace that washes over you when you sit in stillness, away from the demands of the world. Write these things down in a journal, or speak them aloud to the universe, giving thanks for the beauty that exists, no matter how small it may seem. You may wonder, how can such a simple practice have such a profound effect? The answer lies in the deep, transformative power that gratitude holds. When we consciously practice gratitude, we change the way we see the world. It's a shift from scarcity to abundance, from sorrow to joy. Instead of focusing on what we feel is missing, what we regret, or what we fear will be lost, gratitude teaches us to see what is already here: the love, the beauty, the moments of serenity. It encourages us to look at life not as a series of empty spaces but as a mosaic of blessings, each piece contributing to the whole. It reminds us that even in the most difficult of times, there is something to be grateful for, something that will help us find our way back to peace. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. This practice is especially essential as we grow older, when the weight of the past can sometimes feel heavier, and the future seems uncertain and full of fears. In our later years, we may find ourselves ruminating on lost opportunities, missed chances, and what might have been. The passage of time, with its inevitable changes, can sometimes bring with it a deep sense of longing for the days that have passed, or anxiety over what lies ahead. But gratitude has the gentle, healing power to soothe these fears. It grounds us in the present moment, reminding us that even in the face of life's challenges, we are still surrounded by love, joy, and beauty. In these moments of stillness, when we truly allow ourselves to appreciate the present, we can experience peace amidst the chaos of aging. To reinforce the wisdom of these 3 pieces of advice, let's take a moment together to connect deeply with ourselves. This is a simple practice, but one that can have profound effects on your mind and heart. Close your eyes, take a deep, soothing breath, and allow yourself to release any tension that you may be holding in your body. Let go of any worries, thoughts, or distractions that may be occupying your mind. Now, in the stillness, ask yourself, what do I truly need in this very moment? Do I need rest? A moment of peace? A reminder that I am safe, loved, and enough as I am? Whatever it is, acknowledge it with tenderness and understanding. Now, take 3 slow, deliberate breaths. With each breath, feel your body becoming lighter and more relaxed. Imagine that with each inhale, your body is filling with calm and serenity, a gentle wave of tranquility washing over you. With each exhale, release any remaining tension, stress, or worry that may have been lingering. Allow your heart to soften, your mind to quiet, and your spirit to settle into the present moment. Feel the profound stillness that gratitude brings. The peaceful knowing that, right here, right now, you are whole, you are safe, and you are enough. In these moments of connection, let gratitude infuse every part of your being. As you breathe in and out, allow yourself to embrace the beauty of simply being, of being alive, of having this precious time to reflect, to love, and to grow. Let this moment be a reminder that no matter where you are in life, no matter the challenges you face, you have within you an abundance of grace, wisdom, and love. With gratitude, you can find peace in the present and embrace the future with open arms, knowing that you have everything you need, exactly as you are. As we reflect on everything we've explored today, let's pause and ask ourselves, what have we learned so far? The power of gratitude, the deep connection it offers us to the present moment, and the way it transforms our perspective on life. We've seen how focusing on the good in our lives, no matter how small, can shift our entire mindset, from one of scarcity and fear to one of abundance and peace. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What is one thing you've learned today that you will bring into your life? Perhaps it's the practice of gratitude, taking a moment each day to appreciate the simple blessings that surround you. Or maybe it's the reminder that peace and serenity are always within reach, even in the busiest or most challenging of times. Whatever it may be, I encourage you to share your thoughts with us. Please leave a comment below, and let us know what part of today's video resonated with you the most and how you plan to incorporate it into your daily life. If you enjoyed this video and found value in the wisdom shared, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more inspiring content. Your support means the world to us. Thank you for being part of this journey, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts.